Hello, CLSB Politics. Sean Briscoe here. So today is the day before prep. So it's like prep eve. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. So it's prep eve, and we are debate oriented in the news. Everyone's talking about what's going to happen, how they're preparing, what are some of the issues, and I'm going to try and cover some of that in today's program. Give you guys a break from statistics and state, laws and ballot initiatives. So everyone's freaking out right now. I don't know why. The New York Times put out a poll that's got Harris 1 point below Trump. That came out today. It's got about somewhere between 13 and 1,600 sample size. It's a poll. And what I've got here is the poll of polls for today. And what you'll notice at the top there, where it says Harris plus 2.8. In the previous polls that I've put up, it was Harris like 3.0, 3.1. So we do see a tightening, but there's going to be a tightening. Also, I'd like to point out that the orange moron can't get over 44.3. Well, he can't get over 40. He's stuck in the 44s. He was at 43 for half a second. You can see it on that graph. So he's not, that's it. So only thing he can do is pull Harris down. He can't meet her where she's at. That's not even a thing. I mean, if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. Look at that. It's just flat, and it's been flat forever. So let's talk about how they're preparing. So Trump is talking to Tulsi Gabbard, who was a Democrat, now an independent, who also debated Harris. And basically what she did was she tried to use Harris's job record, the fact that she's a good prosecutor and enforcing the laws that were on the books at the time. So she kind of went after looking for issues that would affect that 30-something, 20-something voter universe, give them a reason, because people just need a reason not to vote. It really doesn't take much, sadly. So what she was doing is using her years as a prosecutor and enforcing, marijuana laws to basically throw that in her face and say, so Tulsi is the one who's prepping Trump, and she's going to say, do that. Because if you go and look at, and I watched all the debates. If you go and look at all the debates that Harris has done, it's the only thing that I think got what you could even call traction, and I felt it was pretty shallow traction. But I know that they're looking to use that as a pivot to try and just compromise some of those votes that are coming out of millennials for Harris. Those a few thousand fewer volunteers would be a win for them at this point. And you've got 1 million volunteers out there. You've got 15 campaign headquarters in rural parts of 3 different states. I mean, you're obviously working it. And they need, and she's out raising Trump 3-1. So it's they're just trying to attack the base of that vote, of that millennial vote. And that's what I think Trump is going to be doing with Tulsi. That's going to be the entirety of their strategy. They really don't have anything else. They can't throw the economy at her. They can't throw anything. Now, Harris is also prepping. I believe she's sparring with a few different people. I mean, there's only one Trump. And there's no response that's going to be like, he'll respond to her when she says something about healthcare, and he'll talk about the wall. I mean, it's nonsensical what's going on. So trying to prepare for that is just, it's almost like we would do in debate. We'd have a bunch of us going at the same time in the library across from each other, like 20 feet away. So what that does is it makes you project, and it makes you listen to the person you're debating while everyone else is also going. And it's a way to help you focus and project your voice, because you have to be able to project your voice so your opponent can hear you, and they have to do the same, and you have to listen to what they're doing. and it's more of a debate concentration, and it would be usually on something that we had worked out. Like it really worked well in mock trial, where we had a direct examination between a witness and a lawyer in this form of debate. It's kind of a debate in a courtroom. But you had a direct that you guys pretty much worked out, but then you had a cross-examination, which was completely, you have no idea what they're going to ask you beyond what was in your affidavit. So part of it was improv, and the other part was a little bit of improv, but mostly, we all knew what we were going to say. So we would do that direct examination from 20 feet away from each other. That's how you prepare for Trump. You need 5 other people yelling around you, and you're still staying on topic, and you're able to hear what's happening with the moderator and the nonsense machine, and it allows you to concentrate. Those are some of the exercises that we did. So what needs to be done is she needs to create a mental bubble around herself. So when he goes off and goes, starts calling her names, demeaning her as a woman, all the stuff that's going to happen, 100%. Especially if he feels like he's losing. Because if he feels like he's losing, it's time for Trump to make his move. Whatever. I mean, the guy cannot complete sentences. I mean, if I were her, I'd hit him across the head with that nonsensical sentence they talked about childcare not costing anything. I will tell you right now, in Austin, when I was looking for childcare for my children, it was almost another rent and a half in Austin, and you were on a waiting list. It's insanely expensive. So yeah, Trump has no idea what he's talking about. So what needs to be done is Harris needs to stay focused. Don't let the nonsense get in there. Whack him on the head with the thousands of dumbass things he has said in public on the record, and just pound him into the little orange goo ball that he is. So the only way to out Trump is to get him angry, and to effectively, in the nicest possible way, without actually doing it, calling him stupid. I think that would, reiterating something over and over again. Again, you're wrong. Again, you've lied to American people. Again, you've done this. Again, a nice repetitive. Again, this is happening. We have seen this before. That will just, his little wheel spinning with the little rodent in there, and freak him out. He will lose composure, or he'll just shut down, which is fine with me. They'll play it off. Oh, he's presidential. I'm like, no, he had to shut the hell up because he knew he was cooked. So I'd like to do a quick quote for debate. Don't raise your voice, improve your argument. And I think that if Harris keeps a good tone, and doesn't try to out volume Trump, and maintains a sound argument, she's going to nail this. So thank you for watching. Check your voter status and like and subscribe. Also comment. Apparently I get lots of good mojo from YouTube with people comment. And if you support the work I'm doing this show on debate. I'm doing tomorrow. I'll have another show based on whatever has come down the pipe in the last, in the hours before. I'll do a noon show, and then Wednesday will be the post-debate show, and maybe we'll have some polling. It probably won't be around till Thursday, so I'll probably have a polling video on Thursday. Today's going to be a busy week, so if you support this kind of work, I have a PayPal at SalesP Politics. Appreciate all that support and everything, and please comment. And if you have a question or something, I get some of my best ideas for shows from all of you guys, so really appreciate it. All right, everyone have a good day. Bye-bye.